Because I have learned
Oh my word. What are we doing?
to do whatever my wife tells me to do.
Okay.
Because that is
You just feel like you have to get that in there.
that is the secret to a great marriage.
Well, we have been married for 21 years, so hasn't really been that long, he says.
I think about it, like that's really long.
Okay, so this is Lori from Cruising for Treasure, and the
You should start
disembodied voice that is like droning on and on is my husband
not going
Joseph.
in the video. Just start over.
I'm not starting over. This is my What Sold show, where I show you everything that's going out the door. So I have, I think 14 items from eBay and then nothing from any other platform, which is just so lovely. So I'm just gonna tell you a little bit about the ups and downs of selling online. And this, I firmly believe this is part of the reason why I had no sales on Poshmark. I had a buyer message me on Saturday on Poshmark saying, which if you watched my last What Sold show, I showed you a Polo Ralph Lauren rugby sweatshirt, hooded sweatshirt. They received it. This is a $98 sweatshirt, okay? And they said, oh, this is full of stains and, you know, you have to, tell me what to do. And he included pictures. So I looked at the pictures. The thing about this is I showed it to you. You guys can go back and watch the video. So it's like a heathered sweatshirt. So there's like, it's not a solid color, okay? There's like splotches of color throughout the whole thing. I'm not explaining that very well. Anyway, what I assumed, still do, was just part of the coloring of the hoodie. He assumed was a stain. And he, the picture, and he's like, none of this was disclosed in the pictures or whatever. Well, the pictures that he sent, I had all of those areas showing in the listing. So if you were uncomfortable with how those pictures looked, then you should have maybe questioned me or, something. Anyway, long story short, obviously if he's unhappy with it, that's fine. Send it back. I will look it over myself. If there truly are stains on it, then I will obviously disclose, or I'll try to get them out first and then relist it. But I mean, it's a $98 hoodie. I'm not just gonna redonate it to Goodwill or anything. Anyway, so with Poshmark, immediately he opened a case and Poshmark was like, okay, fine, yeah, go ahead and send it. He made some comment of $15 isn't good enough, which confused me because I never offered him $15. So I don't know if that was like Poshmark offered him that without me knowing, because he's like, $15 isn't good enough. It would have to be more like $60. No, I would never, ever in a million years do that. Just send me the hoodie back. Anyway, so he's gonna send it back. I got notification that it already shipped. That's a bummer, right? It's frustrating because as a seller, you like to stand by your items, but also I have 4,000 items in my store. I process, 100 items a week at the minimum. So sometimes things get lost. I'm not going to say that I didn't make a mistake. I may have made a mistake, and I'm happy to own that. Happy to refund it, but it's a bummer nonetheless, right? At least with Poshmark, the money it's not like the money went into my bank account and I have to give it back. With Poshmark, you don't get your money until the purchase has cleared, the buyer has accepted the item, or 3 days have passed. So, it's not like I have to give the money back. It never entered my account in the first place. So that's one bummer from this weekend. Another one is today, while I was happily volunteering at my church with VBS, I get a notification from a buyer. He's not happy because the post office crushed his postcard. And he wants it refunded immediately. Okay, so I look at the picture. Sure enough, whatever happened with the post office, I have no idea, but it literally looks like almost like the leg of a chair or like an arm or something of something just smashed the envelope crinkled it. The postcard inside is just, for a collector, it's destroyed. So honestly, out of the hundreds of postcards that I've sold, this is the first one that has had issues. So, and it's $3.25 plus shipping, you know, not a big deal. So I'm going to refund him that. I will open a case with US Postal Service. I have no anticipation of actually getting refunded at all, but whatever. So that's a bummer. Now back to the Poshmark thing. With Poshmark, my experience has always been when there has been a case opened against me, my sales literally stop dead in their tracks. It's almost like Poshmark puts up a big old red cross in front of my items, not allowing anyone to purchase them. So I'm anticipating it will be another day or so at least before I make a sale. Poshmark, please surprise me. Please surprise me. That would be amazing. It doesn't matter how many 5-star reviews you have. If you get a case opened against you, your sales are going to come to a screeching halt. That's been my experience. Let me know in the comments, is that your experience as well? Which I get it if that is the case, because they don't want bad sellers out there, you know, clogging up the pipes. They want good sellers, so they want to reward good sellers. I get it. I consider myself to be a good seller though. I don't know. Anyway, I feel like there was a third item that was a bummer. Oh, Facebook Marketplace. Oh, stars. I don't know what it is about that marketplace. It literally drives I don't know. Some days I just really wonder if it's even worth the effort. It really isn't, honestly, for me. But this person was messaging me on Saturday while I'm trying to have a nice family outing, you know, with my family. And they're literally like no punctuation and 2-word demands, honestly, sent to me. Like, use common manners. Even if English isn't your first language, you still know how to be polite. Also, there's Google Translate. So put your question in there in whatever language, in your polite way, and then hit translate, and then give me those words. Even if it's not, you know, correct, I'll understand what you're meaning. Oh my word. The last message that came through, and I ended up completely ignoring it because I'm just not dealing with people like that. I don't need them in my business, right? They said exact address immediately, something like that. And I'm like, no. Okay, who's calling me? Joseph, your mom's calling me. I'll talk to you later. Anyway, so now I got totally distracted. Sorry. Yeah, so those are the perils of selling online. It can be great or it can be horrible. It's just, you know, ups and downs. We love it. Getting to our sales of the weekend. So this is what we have going out the door today. My girls were so good and pulled all of my items that I sold. Let's see, I sold several postcards. So let's start with those. They're sitting right here on top. Let's see, the first one was, I don't even know. This is apparently a statue that's in the Smithsonian. The Therapeutist bronze statue, and this sold for $4.99. Yeah, I don't know. It always intrigues me, the people who buy postcards of artwork on eBay. I don't know. What would you think is it just like they just collect postcards of artwork, or like they do it to frame it, or is it piece of craft, like they're doing it something DIY? I don't know. Let me know what you think. This is another one. Okay, I am not an expert on pop culture, but this is Hank Williams Jr. It says, the postcard is titled Bocephus. I don't know what that means. I hope I didn't say something inappropriate. But that sold for $4.99. I have no idea. It's him surrounded by stuffed wild animals. $4.99. All right, and then we had 2 more postcards. This is vintage, this is Swiss psychologist Carl Jung portrait, and that sold for $5. So that's kind of cool. And then we have this totally generic postcard. Let's see, and it says Treetop House Restaurant at Cool Font Recreation Resort Conference Center and Health Retreat. That sold for $4. That's from Berkeley Springs, West Virginia. So those are my 4 postcards. All of those are unposted, meaning that they were not sent in the mail. They have no canceled stamp on the back, no handwriting. Okay, let's see. What else do we have here to ship out? Okay, we have a Disney trading pin. This is Tinkerbell. I couldn't find this exact one, so I just did an auction for $2.99 and it sold for the opening price. And I did get these in a decent sized lot from an online auction, so I paid about 25 cents for it. So, you know, 25 cents into $2.99, not too shabby. Let's see, what else do we have here? This swimsuit tankini top. This is size 24, so plus size. And the brand is Swimsuits for All. That sold for $15.99 full price. And I did get those in a lot from an online auction, and I paid about $1 each, so that's not too bad. Next, this is a vintage set of pillowcases. These are cotton muslin, and they sold full price for $12.50 plus shipping. Vintage linens are the way to go, and you can really get a good bit of money from vintage linens. This one is Saint Croix Shop Wool Blend Sweater, and this sold for $20. It's like a grandpa sweater, colored, kind of interesting there. Let's see, the next one is a Tommy Hilfiger men's bag, and this sold for $20, and I believe I got this also in an online auction, so I paid, you know, maybe $2 for it into $20 plus shipping. And let's see, this one is just beautiful. This is Ralph Lauren 100% silk vintage skirt, cut on the bias, and it's just got this lovely swing to it, and it's paisley. Oh, it's so beautiful. If you could feel this skirt, it's just absolutely so soft, gorgeous. And this sold for $55. Beautiful. And it's size 10 petite. So that is just a gorgeous skirt. I love selling pretty things. It's so fun. Okay, this is an item from my hoarder house, which if you have watched my channel at all, in I think February, I had a awesome opportunity to go to a hoarder house, get a whole bunch of stuff for free. We have a whole series, a whole playlist called Hoarder House Haul, so you can watch those. This one sold for $15. The brand is Silk Lore, new with tags, vintage blouse. Let's see, then we have, this is Chico's, size 4, so that's a great size to pick up in Chico's. And it's just this really beautiful cardigan sweater. Oh, I just love it. Again, I love selling pretty things. I love selling things to women who are just gonna look so stunning. And that was $18. And then I have 2 more items to show you. The first one, Starbucks mugs. They do still occasionally sell, which is awesome. This is Twin Cities, Minneapolis, St. Paul, and this sold for $19.99 plus shipping. And this is their, I think it was called their Architecture series. It's from 2007. Architectural series. All right, and then we had vintage perfume Embrullo de Sevilla, Mirugia España. I totally butchered all of that, but there you go. $39.99 for this tiny little bottle, and I got this in an online auction for probably $1 a bottle. I'm gonna try and smell it, and I bet it smells absolutely horrible. And oh my stars, guys, that is so bad. Okay, I hope somebody loves it so much. But that smells like all the bad perfumes you could ever imagine condensed into one tiny bottle. But I sold it for $40, so yay me. Okay, so that's what I have going out the door today. Thank you guys so much for watching. So appreciate it. We love every single one of our subscribers, all of our viewers. We love you. Drop a comment to let us know that you're watching, what you enjoyed seeing in the video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you tune in tomorrow to see what sold today.